So if you're a guy that grew up in a single mother household, I want to make this video because as I was walking, I had some insights. It's something that I'm going to be shining a little more light on. That is my story. I grew up in a single parent household. I did not know my father pretty much my entire life from when I took my first breath. So grew up without a dad. But with that, why I wanted to bring that up is because what I have found over time, me myself included, is that men that grow up in a single mother household or single mother environment crave a toxic type of attention or like a give and take or a passive aggressiveness in their relationships as they get older. Why I say that is because, so let's say you're raised by a single mom, right? There's no dad in the picture. So mom is at work, right? And so she's trying to give you as much love and affection as possible, but she has all these other hats to wear. And so sometimes it's very loving and it's very, hey, come in and I'll give you this hug. And other times it's like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm working, I'm busy. I just want to sleep on the couch. I got to go to work the next day. And in some of those cases, they become distant. Not to speak badly about anyone, but in my own experience, there was substance abuse, lots of alcohol, stuff like that. And it wouldn't be good. I'd sort of be left to my own devices, and I never really received that full love or what I was seeking. And so as I started to get in serious relationships at around 15 years old, I'm now going to be 36 next month. But literally I have seen that most of my longer term relationships that did not work out, the reason they didn't work out is because subconsciously I was expecting this push-pull thing to happen, where it's like, oh, there's like lots of love, and then there's pull away. And there's lots of love, and then there's pull away. Some people will call this narcissism or whatever word they want to throw on it today to blame others. It really is not really that. It's really that we are attracting those types of women primarily based off the relationship that we had or didn't have with our mother. If our mother was a prime example of femininity and submissiveness and respect for the father, and we've seen that in a household, it would be different. That's what we would be looking for. If you were like me, you grew up in chaos. There was none of that. And so we had to sort of fend for ourselves. We had to figure things out on our own. There was no male role models. The only male role models were guys on the street. And they are leading you down a path of destruction. Believe me, I know firsthand that shit got me in a ton of trouble at 21. I ended up going to a state prison because of it. So with that said, it's a huge topic of discussion. I'm just making these shorter videos. I want to know what you think about this topic. Are you a guy that was raised in a single mother household? If so, how have your relationships been? Have they worked out okay for you? Or have you noticed a pattern where there's a lot of closeness, but then there's periods of being pushed away? If that's you, leave a comment below, let me know, and let's open this conversation.